I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through eyes covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the others.
Hola. So I haven't even seen anything on this game, so I don't know what's gonna happen. And this is my first time opening the game, so I don't know if everything's gonna die or not. Things are happening well. All I know is it's like a story-based thing. And it's spooky. It's like legit all I've seen are screenshots. I haven't seen a single video on it. Oh. It appears I need to change the scene so you can see the game, because this looks really cool. There. There we go. Why am I dropping frames on stream? It's triggering me. What am I supposed to do? So look at that. Oh, I can look down. Oh, I had to do that? I had to move my mouse for that? To flip the page.
I'm just gonna start
I thought it was just laggy. I'm so dumb. Okay.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That's interesting. I thought that was a person for a second.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yeah. I have a problem. Oh, what did I do? I have a problem.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, I was gonna try to jump over that, but okay. Okay, can't turn my settings on. Ultra. Maybe that's fine. we go. That's
In her
better.
will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay, maybe not.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Do I go down here or go that way? I want to go down this way. Already making bad choices and I just started the game.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
This game's actually pretty nice. Spooky was a Melton Finch missing.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's beautiful. What can I say?
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Don't look through it. This is why I don't play games where you can do this. Yeah.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Yeah, I have a problem. Go through the dog door. Yes.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
No way. Is that hot glue gun? Why do you have a hot glue gun? And what in tarnation is that? Oh, okay. Yeah.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Sank? The house sank? I mean, there was water, but the house sank. The basement. Now it's what this is. Oh, which way I'm gonna go, huh? Oh, I did it. I didn't mean to. Do that again. I'm actually gonna do it well.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Spooky. Can I
Mom
stop
always
it?
told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I was gonna like do something with this again, so I can stop it so it doesn't do that. Can I go the other way so it like doesn't go? I'm gonna do it one more time actually. Yeah. Give me the creepy music again.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Going upstairs.
After Milton disappeared,
Oh.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What?
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
Calvin. What? Huh? Okay.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Before I want to go in there, I want to see this.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947. I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
What?
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
This one's gonna fit. Bet. Aw, I got it. Whoa. Put it back on. No? Okay.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
It's a marker, that's what they're scared of.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
That was in the closet. Cool.
I grew up looking at Molly's room. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Oh, I didn't get to see that because I was messing
Being
around with it.
inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
December 13th,
I was about to read it.
1947.
Playing the whole game, we're
Dear
doing
Diary,
some
I'll be
today.
gone soon, but I wanted to tell
I
somebody
don't know
about
how
what's
long
been
this
happening.
game is.
It started when Mom sent me to bed
So
without
I'm just
dinner.
gonna try to get as far as I
I
can.
woke up and I was starving.
My guy.
So I looked around for something to eat.
Eat the gerbil.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, you ate the gerbil's food. There is no gerbil. It's dead. I haven't seen anything on this game chat, so I don't know how long it
Mom,
is.
Can I come out now?
It's child abuse locking me in my room. Oh, never mind. I'm supposed to be sleeping. Okay, can I just go sleep? No? Go out this door. Wait, what? Am I short or is this really big?
I kept eating and eating.
Eat the toothpaste. that tastes so bad. I just finished it. My English could do. I just finished it last night. I won't give any spoilers. I'd say about 2, maybe. English no good. I'd say 2, maybe 2.5 hours. Oh, that's it. I can finish it this stream then, probably.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Why would you eat that? Why would you eat the toothpaste?
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
It's a bird.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
A barn swallow. You could just say it's a bird.
I reached out for her.
But no. Jump out the window. Do it.
And suddenly...
Do it. Yeah, you jumped out the window. I'm a cat. You wanna fight me? Fight
I tried to be
me.
quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Why am I a cat now? Oh, I didn't know if I was supposed to go here.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Cool. Skeet. Skeet. I'm gonna go.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Why do you want to kill the bird? Or you just want to be by? I don't know. No.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Just let
Now
me
I was up in the big tree.
get to you.
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Why do you want to
I
eat?
got
Oh,
her up,
you want to eat it? That would make sense then.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
I don't understand this at all, but I was a 17-year-old. Then I was a child. Then I became a cat, and now I'm an owl. And I hear something.
Rabbits.
I want to eat the rabbits. Who's that, boy? Gotti.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Whoa.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Skeet, skeet. Something bigger. It's gonna be. I
A
don't.
mama rabbit.
Mama rabbit. Whoa. What was that? Come here,
She
boy.
was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly,
I died.
I was a shark.
What? Went from an owl to a shark. I'm rolling down the mountain. I'm very confused. Go down the mountain.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Is that a person? Got him. You know it. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, I can do that. I didn't know that. Where are you at, boy? There you are. It's not a person, it's a manatee? Question mark?
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Seal.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes,
I'm
everything
squid.
changed.
Am I squid? I think I'm squid.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
A monster. Sure, it's not a squid. Or an octopus. So long.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
I'm gonna go. Okay, that's definitely not a squid. And why is this game getting creepier like every second? This music is like
I wanted
very
to
interesting.
stop, but also I didn't.
Drunken sailor. I know this song. Hold on. Give me a second. Right here. I have it in my music playlist for some reason. Yeah. So sailor, it's whaler. Can't go off this. No. Skedaddle, skadoodle. Come for you. Yo, it's poppin'.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Oh yeah, I'm still this thing.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Swerving can't hit me. Oh, I'm not swerving anymore. Swerving. It's a toilet. It's the bathroom.
I got closer and closer.
Gobble gobble. Oh, gobble myself. I'm gonna get me. I'm gonna get me. Coming. How do I get up there? Nah, let's get the hamster looking thing. I want it. Can't go up there. Am I supposed to go to the window?
All of my stomach started growling.
All of them? Wow.
And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time.
Look under the bed, you ooga booga.
I think it's waiting for me to fall
Well, I forgot I was reading a book that whole time.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Cat? Yes, just cat on the tree.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Why?
Her room was like a museum.
But look at this house, though. It actually looks really cool.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And Odin Finch buries the latest victim on January 7th. But 40-foot waves off Odin's daughter Edie. Odin Finch is the first. His daughter
Not
Edie is already
interested.
dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay, let me get this thing off me.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
1880s. Hey, it's still in dark. Look at that.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
What incarnation? Not the best choice for a bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Okay.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Okay.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house.
Incarnation.
My mom was furious.
What's that? Don't skip the story. Okay. I don't think I can go back. Can I? No, I can't. Whoops, my finger slipped a lot. No, things happen. Why is there a seat in the bathtub? Okay. Makes sense. Can I go back out the window? No.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
I just realized that's on a piece of, like, wood. What is that? It looks weird. Wait, what? Okay. Where do I go now? Bathroom? About the bathroom? Can't go through that door. What do I do? The toilet? Oh. I didn't see that.
There's
yeah,
a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That is interesting. Why are there so many hidden things in this house?
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
This looks interesting. Calling their bed a fort. Fort Calvin, Fort Sam. It's beautiful. That actually looks really cool.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Hey, the thing from the thumbnail. Swing.
My brother said he'd
I'm
die
a
before
pro
he
at
ever
using
met.
swings.
And he
Sway.
did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again.
Yo, back in recess, I
wasn't.
could like go like
I
vertical,
think Calvin
not vertical.
always wanted to fly.
I could like do like, what's the word? Dinner's ready. I don't want. I want to keep
But that day,
swinging.
finally made up his mind to do it.
Is it
I
gonna
told
break?
him going
It's gonna
around
break.
was impossible.
Swing's gonna break.
Maybe if I hadn't said that,
Swing's gonna break. Swing's gonna break.
maybe if the wind hadn't picked up, then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
Seem pro at
I
swinging.
think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Okay, can I stop? I don't want to die. This is getting sad. I did a flip again.
The day he made up his
Then
mind
I
to fly,
died.
and he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay, that was actually
After
kind
the
of sad.
funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
What? Just close it. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that and actually play the game.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
What's that look like from here? Oh.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
What? Pretty sure I know this by now, but each story is a little flashback or metaphor to how that particular person passed away. I realized that when I finished the Swing one, it gave me nostalgia, though. Yeah. I'm starting to, like, actually understand this now.
I never thought about how
What
hard it must have
incarnation
been
was
for her
that cake-looking
afterwards.
thing? What? Is that like a giant cookie-looking thing? It's not a cake. What's this? What is that? Barb Street.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child,
Sorry, that's just what that.
for her
That's what the face sounds like.
Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Why wouldn't you go down together? That'd make it 10 times better. Easier.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, this is cool. You get to like control the comic. And this music.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Wow.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Hit it.
Oh dear! Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the Late Picture Show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Love that.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the Hookman, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
There isn't. Okay, just give up. Just let him kill you. It's okay.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Ollie's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Yeah, I need him. Oh, really?
It wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Go down there and murder him. I knew that was gonna happen.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
It's the FBI. Just give up. Yeah.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
It's the FBI, I knew it.
Oh dear.
FBI, open up.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor she had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that was so ha funny.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Whenever people ask me the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
That was really eerie. Ha ha ha. Let's see. Can I now, like, get the key from the music box? Yes, I can. And the music's still playing.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Is that the saw blade the person got cut on?
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Do I have to? I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, my guy.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Oh, why I can't see anything.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Ooh, this looks really cool.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few
Love that you
days,
have to, like, actually
settled
do
into
something
it.
for these things to work.
That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Same thing fell off.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. It's almost friendly.
Fast. Oh.
And then one day, everything just stop?
Something on your arm, Chief.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe you got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Speedrun. Oh, it's over again.
It's been a week now.
No
The
food.
longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
It goes down even more. What is that? Cereal? What?
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
I didn't expect that one.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Scheme.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house,
why is this game so sad?
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real. I don't know if I should even be writing this.
You can turn into a shark again.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Is that a boat?
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness.
Oh no, it's the swing.
Any of it seems possible.
Oh, I'm done.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Derpy. Derpy Jr. Burpy. Chirpy. Furpy. Orpy. Zerpy. Okay.
Sven built the house.
Good
but
names.
It was Edith who designed the cemetery.
You boys back? Welcome back to the worst stream ever. Walter Finch. I can't look through this. I can. Oh, that's cool. This
I'm
game
sure Odin's
is making me
monument
sad.
had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Oh. Wouldn't you think if something like that happened to your house, wouldn't you just like not get another house that like by water again?
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
It's gonna break. Just jump onto the roof. There you go. Oh, what?
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Kick it.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What? It's too early, Dad. Okay.
Oh, I was supposed to take a picture.
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off. Perfect.
I know I could take pictures. Serious game about to shake store for fun. Click. Yeah, realize that now. Yeah, it's supposed to be a serious game. I was just like, I just shake
Please
everything.
just take the damn picture.
I want to
Hey,
take more pictures.
Language.
Okay, bud. Where is it? I want to take a picture of it later.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Just took a
I'm gonna take
picture.
some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. Hey!
That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Gun.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
No.
Dad!
Bird.
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh, wait, there was one up there. I saw the bird.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of it.
Yeah, it's a 25-second stream delay. Yeah, I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. What? Oh.
Dad, I...
Just breathe.
I look a little too young to be using a gun like that.
Let me get behind you.
I did shoot a gun when I was like 12,
Do
but
I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive...
oh,
Great shot, Dawn!
should kept him talking, but okay.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Oh, what? Oh, whoa.
Sorry, Dawn. Just gotta reset the timer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
sick.
normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
Oh. Oh, it took the picture too.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's unfortunate.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
What? Can I just stay here? Do I have to continue the game? Is this necessary? Because I have no clue where I'm going. Oh, there it is. What in tarnation, feller?
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Before we continue, I need to get these because it is freezing here. And my hands are like sub-zero right now. I can't. Ow. I thought there was a blanket in here somewhere, but there isn't. Oh, there is. Give me a second. Big oof.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. He reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was, he saw. It sure made him happy. I know how silly it sounds. That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory, about everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
Hola? There we go. Thanks for, telling me. I didn't notice that. I don't know what happened there. It wasn't muted, it was just not working. Had to unplug it, plug it back in. Don't know what that was, but... What am I supposed to do now? Go. Oh, I'm blind. I'm supposed to do this.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might
What
destroy the town where Dad had
tarnation
crudely
feller.
made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
What's this? There's so much stuff now. Oh, what'd I do?
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
That's pretty danky-oly.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Interesting. Can't go with this.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Computer. It's beautiful.
She spent a summer building houses in
I don't know what
Calcutta.
year this
Then
is
she met
in,
my
but
dad, Sanjay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
Why though?
Lewis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Hold on. Need to check something. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. 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 Yes, indeed, yes.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good.
I don't know why, but my
Normal.
my stream notifications don't work.
Beginning
When I
of
test
June
them,
was
they were.
Milton's 10th birthday.
When something actually
When Edie
happens, they
gave him
don't.
a castle. After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
Yeah, I'm also realizing when we first went into the house, there was like one of these on a desk. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like a skateboard thing, and it was actually the peephole thing. I'm realizing that now. How do you get paint there without doing it on purpose? Like, okay.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Oh, it's one of these. No. Wow. It's pretty danky oldly. Painted a door and went through it. It's pretty dank, you know.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
4.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
My hands are still freezy. Ugh. Can I go up there? Don't think that's the right way. Wait. This is yeah, we learned this in science. So like the groups that classify animals, or sorry, species, or well, yeah, it was animals. Warm your hands with your nah, I don't have gloves anywhere. And doing this with the blanket did not help at all. It's so cold down here. Okay. Have to deal with it. Great job. Climb this? Looks like you could. Going back in here. Didn't even mean to do that. Going up. Chat, help me. I don't know what I'm doing. You could go up here? This game.
Mom definitely blamed Edith.
I had to go in sideways. If I went the other way, I wouldn't fit. Really?
He just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
That's so dumb. I first tried that and it didn't work, so I was looking around that whole time. And I was right the first time. Was that a hookah? Is that what it's called?
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Yo, double monitor setup. What kind of PC he got? Ooh, 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 ooh. What in tarnation is that thing?
Dear Mrs. Finch.
Oh,
as
hold for
Lewis's
review
psychiatrist,
show.
I can understand your desire for an
How gangster is it to live
As I see
in
it, the
a
trouble began in
boat?
January,
That's
shortly
pretty
after we convinced
gangster.
your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life.
Oh.
He kept working at the cannery.
Okay.
But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior.
Saw this in the trailer.
His mind began to...
What? Yo, can I put my hand in it? Cut. What is that? I'm blind, I can't see what that is. This is my fave one. What do I do?
Wander.
Oh, that's how.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Trying to
Could
multitask
feel his
here.
way about.
Oh.
Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
This is weird.
I had hoped he'd find himself.
Oh, yeet.
But he found something more.
Sight? 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 Psych? Can't get this.
I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Psych?
Methodical,
was
tireless, focused.
Thought the fish was gonna die. No, it's not.
Like a whole new Lewis.
Psyching out the machine.
So I let him go on.
No, God.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend. On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
What?
Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play.
This is so weird.
He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Is
They
that a
begged him
Mario
to stay,
reference right
but
there?
his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Give him stop
Conquer a
cutting
city,
and just
then
do whatever
immediately
this
push
is.
on. New Louisville.
Get that out of here.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a beautiful
This way.
prince. The prince was on his own quest for sinister serpents.
Ah, I killed it.
He followed the sound of his electric sitar.
Oh, sitar. Oh, I'm missing all the notes.
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Everything's gone.
He knew the world was all in his imagination.
What is this?
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
This is actually really cool.
For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
And now it's just gone. And I am this person. Oh no, we're here again. It's just we can actually move
Began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
There I am.
He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Okay. Don't like this, it's a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Okay.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
But did he get the epic victory royal with this beautiful gaming setup is the real question. go up that. Oh, that'll get me somewhere. Can I look through here? Yes.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room.
That.
Except Lewis.
Did I go back in? Was I not supposed to leave? Go back in. No, don't go back. I saw where I had to go. No. Yes.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
I want to say something funny here, but okay, I'm just gonna say it. Wow, they're T-posing up. Yeah, this is sad. This is edgy right here.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
What other entrance? I'll walk through it.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Guess not.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
Why is it so dark?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
See that?
It was
kind of
the
no water.
first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
If I look at the ground.
Got turned around.
No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I can't see anything.
Started seeing things.
Remains of Edith.
Things I'd forgotten had never existed.
I thought I saw something again.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Spooky.
Or maybe I came back to them.
I'm gonna die.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here? It's mine. Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
I kicked and screamed, but
Nice one.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh no, why am I in the
The
back?
next morning, the van came to pick her up, but
Like that.
she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
that was interesting and very sad. The end. Wow. Okay, so I just want to say this was like the first game that was like story only in like years. Now I only play like multiplayer games, but the character you're playing as died during birth of her son. If you didn't get that already, this was one of her favorite games in the last few months. Wow. The last game that I played was like this was like one of the really old Walking Dead games on the PS4. That was like 3 years ago. So it's been a while since I played one of these games. I never did on PC before. So that was interesting. And Excel Conspired, I think that's how you say your name. Thanks for being with me this like whole stream. Alrighty, gotta go now. I subbed and we'll be back another day. Yeah, I saw that you subbed. I was like, why did a notification go off of my stream? It stopped working a while ago. I don't know why. But yeah, thanks for staying with me this pretty much the whole stream. And for the sub, my guy. Why is that little girl holding a shotgun? Still cold down here. Try not to die. Objective: survive. That was a pretty big wall with a lot of pictures on it, you know? Big oof. The end. Ooh, that was so cool. The replay story option is now available. Select at the play from the beginning. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna replay it because I just played it. So, skedaddle, skadoodle. What time is it? Check my phone. It is 8:22. I might do a second stream sometime later tonight. Don't expect it, because I actually might. Probably won't, but there's like a 20% chance I might. You never know. So yeah, I shall see a few people next time I upload a stream. I don't know. So yeah, bye.
Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption.